Oh, yeah. You know, I woke up this morning and I was a little upset that nobody contacted me. You know, there's certain problems that I'm having. This was my state issued driver's license. Yes. Driver's license number, expiration date, my height, my weight, and my actual name and my previous address. Did you know I went through a foreclosure? Yeah. I lost that house to foreclosure. In fact, it was, well, I don't know exactly who the individual was that purchased it, but they sold it 3 months later for a $45,000 loss. Yes. A lot of banks, they didn't want to put the foreclosure houses on the market because they'd have a loss. And I understand that as a bank. I mean, quite often you'd rather just sit on a place and then eventually when the housing market goes back up, which real estate always goes up. Yes. You think, we'll put it on the market now. Now this is my Timberland Regional Library card. Yes. I got this when I was living in Centralia. Yes. Lewis County. I accept responsibility for all use of this card. Yeah. Report loss or theft immediately. Yeah. Maybe I had some sort of documentation at the Lewis County Library. Oh, I was talking about a previous business that I had yesterday called Prospecting 22. Yes. And quite often when you're having various difficulties, I'd stayed at a shelter there. hmm And I thought I was going to make all kinds of money, but somebody decided to put me on the radio. Yes. I thought it was, somewhat mean. Yes. Now this was an actual bus pass that I had. This is my signature. Yeah. Of the month of June 2014. I really did live in Centralia. Yes, you did. Good for unlimited passage during the stamped months, non-transferable, subject to rules and regulations, and it was voided if not signed. Yes. But it looks like you can issue protection orders in Clallam County without requiring the actual signature of the petitioner. Now, I have stayed at a lot of different locations and I've been wanting to get my rights enforced. Yes. For some reason, nobody wants to enforce the laws of the United States, and it causes me a great amount of concern. Because when I think about not having a license, this morning I was thinking about what you can't purchase if you don't have a license. See, quite often when you stay in a shelter program, yeah, this man Zachary Piltz was very nice. I actually had to do a urinalysis to find out if I was on any drugs before they would let me in there. Yes. I thought it was somewhat humorous. Yes. That they test for drug use to be able to stay in a shelter. Yes. Now, I gave him all my documentation because he was a really, really nice person. But he had worked for a person that I had worked for that I thought was doing something illegal. Now, what do you do when you're trying to earn an income? You just overlook a few things. You think about what the person's doing, how they're getting the phone numbers that you're wanting to call. Yes. And then this was in Centralia. It was a coin shop. They had 15 Ike dollars. Yes. I've always liked the Eisenhower dollar. I think we should make more coins. Yes. And I was going to purchase them when I got some money, but I wasn't able to. And I had a good deal on them. We had 15 of them for sale as one of these coin shops. Yes. I thought at one point I would buy up every Eisenhower dollar. See, it has some significance to me. Poop. You know why it's significant? That when I was born in 1970, yes, yes, yes. The only thing my grandfather Edward Budnick gave me as a gift for my birth was an Eisenhower dollar. I think it was a 1970 Eisenhower dollar. Later in my life, my mother gave it to me. Said, "This is all that your grandfather left you." And I thought Edward Budnick had a large amount of water in Yuma, Arizona. I was thinking about Arizona. It's one of these really nice places to live. You have 200 golf courses down there. Yes. Could you get me every golf course in the United States? Quite often they'd want to see some identification. Now, I know Arizona is going to find out that I'm really not a happy American citizen. I emailed the U.S. Sheriff's Department. I'm missing a lot of water, aren't I? Yes. hmm hmm 25 years of water. Did that little place in Yuma, did my grandfather hand dig a well to the aquifer? Yes. And did the United States of America rip me off of X number of billions of dollars worth of water? I found out that Alton Cheney, yes, is Dick Cheney available today? Poop! And then there was Janet Ann Napolitano, former governor of the state of Arizona. Yes. Happened to be the attorney general of the state of Arizona. Yes. Is she still the president of the University of California system? Yeah. Could you call Janet for me? And could you call Dick Cheney? Yes. I think that as the Attorney General for the state of Arizona, her knowledge of the falsification of a citizen's driver's license, yes, you would. Yes, you would. Former Secretary of Homeland Security, yes. See, when I found out you changed my name a couple days ago, yes, he did. Uh huh. And I thought Janet is Homeland Security's secretary. Yes, he does. Just call Janet. And since she was an attorney, yes, give me the Bar Association in Arizona. Yes, and get me all the water in Arizona. Yes. And then find out about that Huachuca. Pouch! Because I'm telling you, okay, when I think about what I can't get, yes, not having a driver's license that I can't change, yes, because I can't grow 2 inches or gain 30 pounds, yeah, I want to talk to Dick Cheney.